team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Falcons Boys Club set to officially begin its mentorship program for the new year tomorrow for boys ages 8 through 18 at the Champs Community Center located near the Hawksville area. The Falcons Boys Club is a Christian mentorship organization that uses basketball to attract young men while also encouraging them in their walk with God. Director of the Champs Community Center, Darren Rule, is appealing to the Grand Bahama community for support.
Falcons Boys Club, who celebrated 24 years last week, will be commencing the 2021-22 Falcons Boys Club year. This coming Saturday, the Commissioner of Police is scheduled to be our guest speaker. If everything goes well, weather permitting, with all the stuff that's going on with COVID, we've sent our letter to the Ministry of Health. We've sent our letter to the police. We've notified all of the young men who are part of our program on Facebook and the community, just letting them know that we began. With all the stuff that's going on, I believe there's going to be a good opportunity for our young men to just get out socially. All of the rules as far as COVID is concerned is going to be applying. When the young men are not playing basketball, they're going to have on their masks. We're going to have our temperature checks and the various things here. We're going to have our sanitizing station. We're going to do our endeavor best to be able to continue to invest in young men with all the stuff that's going on.
Roll says that this is just phase one of 3 phases for the community center's long-term projects. He adds that as the year continues, more plans will be revealed for future events.
What you see here this afternoon and will continue to see as we transform this center, we believe that this is not just going to be a staple here for the Hawksville community, but it's called the Champs Community Center. So that means persons from East End to West End, when the Boys Club do not have any official function going on here, if they want to be able to come and use this park, this is what it's for. Later on in the year, as we have our opening, we're going to officially say exactly what all is going to be taking place here at this community center. And we just want the public to know that this is phase 1 of 3. And very shortly, we're going to be pushing down the next piece of property for phase number 2. And we want to say how thankful we are to the Grand Bahama Port Authority, to all of the businessmen and women in the community of Grand Bahama who have contributed to ZNS, Freeport News, all of the social media, all of the workers who continue to allow individuals such as ourselves and other organizations to be able to share what takes place in the community.
Finally, in news this evening, athletes abroad competing for their respective universities have had their challenges this season with restrictive measures prohibiting training sessions. However, events and games are still being played as sports is slowly returning. In this report, one of our very own athletes kicked off the season for his university in track and field, where he was able to produce some good results. Jay Philippe fills us in.
Shiron Kemp is known for his athletic ability from the basketball court, but now the two-sport star athlete has shifted his focus to track and field, where he is currently competing at Minnesota State University Moorhead, specializing in long jump, triple jump, and high jump. In his season opener for the NCAA indoor season, he competed in long jump, where the 6'3" Grand Bahamian won first place with a jump of 7.08 meters at the Bison Cup Classic hosted by North Dakota State. Kemp says he's happy to finally be able to compete again.
It was a good first meet. It was just basically for me to get my foot wet, and I did pretty good. It wasn't what I expected, but it was good for a season opener.
He says he's also keeping an eye out on whether the Olympics will happen this year.
If I stay healthy and if I feel like I'm capable of competing at that level, then I'll give it a try.
The sophomore also is saying that training for the season has had its challenges, but he's making the best of his time.
We've been taking COVID tests for like 3 times a week, and we would have to like switch around our schedules. We'd have morning practices now other than evening practices, so that's been a change due to COVID. And with all the people around, we try to keep social distancing, try to keep it in a fair.
Kemp and Minnesota State University Moorhead will now prepare to compete at the Morada Invite hosted by the University of Mary, then head to North Dakota for another meet. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Jay. Stay with us. Our Facebook Friend of the Night up next.